Hello and welcome back to another video. This time we'll be talking about the Silk Road event. Now, everybody needs gold heads to max their commanders, so this is a really good way to get them, and you might be sleeping on this event as it is a brilliant way to get some gold heads. So stick around to find out how. How does Silk Road work? So it's an event that you're going to do with your alliance where you have to escort a caravan across a certain distance. It'll go from the place where your leader starts it from to a resource node on the map. One of the alliance resource nodes, not one that you can gather. So as you can see, I've brought my city into an area with a bunch of other players around me, so that I can just get my marches in nice and quickly instead of having to march half an hour across the map. So let's have a look at the event page. So if we go in here, we can open it up, and it will come up with this Silk Road event page in the regular events section. Should be there now for you if you're watching this at the time I release it, but if not, it probably will come around quite regularly. It's not that uncommon, maybe once a month. So you have Basket of Gold as a symbol, and it will come up with this little page here. Now, depending on your kingdom age, you'll be available. You'll have different difficulties available, and these will depend on the number of enemies that attack your caravan. So let me show you the possible rewards. If we go into rankings and rewards up here, these are the rank rewards. So you can get, for early game, this is pretty useful. You get the epic command sculptures that will help you max out some commands in KVK 1. These rewards, I believe, remain the same throughout KVK 1, 2, 3, 4, and into SOC and beyond. So these rewards will remain the same, the rank rewards. The rewards that you get better, though, are the ones from individual runs. So Silk Road gives you gold heads. This is what we're talking about in the intro. This is what we want. These are very good. You get 3 runs, and I believe it's 2 gold heads per run. We'll look into that later. So let's go into the actual event, into the gameplay, and I'll show you how you run it. So we have just finished our first escort, and here is our second. So as you can see, I have multiple marches, and you can see this circle here. You're going to want to keep at least one of your marches inside of that circle at all times. That's how you get these individual points. I'd recommend using a cav march. At least one of your marches should be cav because it's faster. You can move between the enemies quicker. As well as this, you can see the path that the caravan's going to take. It's the yellow line. It might be quite faint in between all these blue lines. I can click filter mode to clear the screen up a little bit, but you can see this yellow line. That's the path that your caravan's going to take. So generally, you'll sit slightly ahead of that, and that will make it nice and easy to keep your marches in the ring at all times. So you want to have one march, which I'm going to be using my kiddies here to fight when they get closer. I can always stick out in front, because I have my second march, which is my Sun Tzu in there, and I have a QSH march just coming back from the first escort. So it can be quite useful to use 3 marches. Just make sure that there's always one in there if you want to use the second one to defend it in a time of need. If you have multiple marches, there's no harm in bringing more, but 2 marches is the bare minimum. You don't need your second march to be actually a good fighting march. It could just be one T1 troop. As long as you have a troop inside of the ring, you're good. You're going to get your points. Okay. So we up here, you can see the progress bar, and each of these is boss level. So you get slightly harder enemies. In between that, you'll get these lower level enemies. The grey ones, they're the easiest to defeat. When they get hit, as you can see, this person's hitting over here, they stop moving. The green ones, have we got any of them in this level? No. So when you get to higher levels, you'll get green ones. And these green ones, they stop moving. They are slightly bit more tanky, a little bit more health, and they don't stop moving. So you need to be targeting those over the grey ones. Now the most important ones to target are the purples and the golden ones. The purples will show up at these blue lines, and the gold one will only show up at the very end. If I have accidentally dropped my Sun Tzu out whilst I was talking. Got to focus, you see. So we have QSH here as well, so we can now get extra points. So this is run 2 of 3 that we do. I'll show you one run because there's no point in me showing you extras. It'd be a bit of a time, as they're all the same. This is a sort of event you've just got to do. You might enjoy it, you might not, but you've just got to do it. You see, here's a purple boss. These stop moving when they get hit. The golden ones, I believe, don't. So be especially aware of the golden bosses. Being confident with your keybinds is really good for this. As you can see, also we have these little parcels that we can gather up, and they can contain some good rewards. So if we get any of these, I can show you them afterwards. But it's very important to focus just on the main objective because that's the best rewards that you get. I think I got a couple of them in the first run, but only a certain number of people can actually gather up these supply boxes. The full event in total shouldn't take more than half an hour. If you're in a well-organized kingdom, your R4 should be coordinated quite nicely. They just set it off, everyone follows the caravan, kills all the bosses, and then you head back and you do the last one. So that's how this event should work. I'm going to just send my QSH march back to the start, which means that when we go on to the next one, we can be really quick and ready. See, we've got Achilles here, going in front. You see these green ones, we're hitting them and they're not stopping moving. Thankfully, we can kill them quite easily because they aren't actually that difficult to kill. So yeah, I'm just going to send it over here. Oh, my teammates have already killed it. Doesn't really matter. So we can just keep moving along. Almost halfway through this run now. As you can see, it's going quite well. The caravan's still at full health. If you get lost, you can just click up here and it'll take you back to the caravan. As you can see, you get this big trowel arrow thing showing you where it is. So that's quite helpful if you, for some reason, get lost. Don't see why you should be getting lost, but you never know. So we're going to keep moving along, almost at the second boss level. If you wanted to, another tip you could use for this is just grabbing a March speed rune or like a 7/7 rune. Any combat rune would help you with this. Just means you kill them faster, but realistically you shouldn't need it. You should be fine. Another tip is you can only be hitting the enemies with one at a time. So if you have two marches, you can attack with both, but only one of them at a time. So if my Sun Tzu is hitting a boss, my Achilles can't be. If my Achilles is hitting a boss, then my Sun Tzu can't be. But you can switch between them as you go. We'll be able to illustrate this if we select both. And then on the next time we get a boss, let's see. Should be getting a boss level soon. Let's see, are we going to get one? Here we are. We'll just select both and attack. Only one troop can be sent to protect. See, the purple ones are stopping when they get hit. I believe the golden ones don't. We'll find that out in a sec. See, this event is incredibly good value for the effort you actually have to put in. You can realistically just let your alliance do most of the work, but you've got to participate. If you're not in this ring, you don't get rewards. So we have one march, always in the ring. One march can do whatever he wants. Just run around, having fun, gathering up the crates and killing the mobs. As you can see, it always finishes at one of these alliance resource points. So when you're getting close to it, you can know that we are almost at this final boss level. How helpful my alliance is being, just killing all of them for me. Doing basically nothing here, aren't I? 3 gold heads. And here we go, here's the legendary boss. You can see, we're gonna, oh, I've left something way behind. Oh, we let it get hit, oopsie. We should be still getting full rewards. You have to drop below a certain percentile to actually lose rewards, and we should still be above that percentile. We set everything back here to start, and we're off again. After all 3 runs, let's have a look at what we got in rewards. So that's our battle reports. Here's our system. So this is for 1 run. You get some training speed ups, research speed ups, some gems, a few keys, a few more speed ups here, These are the gold heads, two per run, and you also get 2 random armament chests, so we'll claim them. You also get these bounties if you collect the little parcels that you gather up. We have another one of the actual rewards, level 3 bounty, and the final actual rewards. Claim for the rest of them. So, there are 3 levels of the bounties. There's level 1, 2, and 3, each one with increasing levels of rewards, obviously. And let me show you what you can get with them. You do also have to spend some action points in order to gather these up. So if we open some level 2 bounties, we can get level 3 pick one choice chest, some wood, more food, gold. So these are just resources basically, and more wood. And from the level 3, you can get effectively just more food. Got our keys. We have our random armament choice chests, and that's our level 3 pick one. So those are your rewards. And obviously, gold heads very useful. With 6 gold heads, we are 6 gold heads closer. Expertise here, Gangam-chan. Yeah, so gold heads obviously very necessary for your game. That's the main reason why you play this. Obviously, only took about half an hour, so realistically, not a big chunk out of your day if you need to spend some time. But you do need to do it at the same time as the rest of your alliance. So hopefully your alliance schedules it at a time that you can make it. Thankfully, mine scheduled it on the weekend, so nice and easy for me to get there today and record this video for you all. So I hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something, and that you will be taking part in your kingdom's Silk Road events in the future. Maybe your kingdom has done it for this weekend, maybe they haven't. Maybe you're watching this in the future and you don't have Silk Road event on right now. Oh well, hope you get it soon so you can play this wonderful event that gives you some great rewards. So see you in the next one. Drop a like down below if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, comment if I missed anything, and I'll reply to your comments very shortly. See you later in the next video.